Hi, welcome to a new episode of the Nel Baudouin podcast. So, I want to begin with the past couple of days because I've been a little bit sick, and at this moment we are in Ubud, and the days before we were going to Ubud, it started a little bit with cold, and to me, long travels are very heavy on the body, and we went by scooter. So it was like 1 hour, an 1 hour drive here, and we stopped after 30 minutes, and then I fell with my scooter. Nothing bad. We were just driving past somewhere we were about to eat, and Dylan saw it a little bit too late, so he stopped very quick. So I stopped also very quick, but he stopped on little stones, and I fell with my scooter. So, and all these things, these little things like the falling, the being on the way in the heat. We also decided to wear long clothes because of the police. Because if you stand out as a tourist, the police officers are wanting to stop you for money. So it was very heavy. It was very warm. We had a lot of baggage with us. We were both carrying our backpack. And yeah, it's a lot to a nervous system. So I think my nervous system was the days before was preparing and knowing there was something coming, I guess. And I was not looking forward to this trip to go to Ubud for this long drive. And I think that I brainwashed myself into already being sick. You know, that's how it goes. And today is the first day that I feel a little bit better because yesterday and the day before I felt really sick. Yesterday I was having a very bad headache, and I couldn't sleep. So it was just sitting it out, waiting, resting until it passes away. And the day before, I also couldn't sleep because my nose was full of, I don't know how you say it in English. My nose was closed. I couldn't breathe through my nose. Um, so it it was a couple of not so good days here, and again, like I said, I think that I brainwashed myself into this because if you are expecting hard things to be hard, your body is going to respond to it, and it's going to show you what you expect to come. So I believe that these things aren't good to your body, but I believe that if you are previous previously expecting it to be hard, it becomes even more harder, you know. So I did that to myself. Thank you, Nell. But I'm okay. I'm okay now. Um, in 3 days, today is today is Monday, I think. Yes, today is Monday. So in 1, 2, 3 days, I am starting my yoga teacher training. So I'm also looking forward to that. To that, I'm very curious how it will be. I'm also a little bit nervous, because I think I will be confronted with myself again, once again, in a deeper layer. And there happened also a lot of things here online. And I also talked about it in my Dutch episode, but I'm going to do it again here because I feel that this is something a lot of people need to know, and especially if you're a business owner or you want to grow online, it's something you cannot go without. It's something that you have to deal with. If you have a big vision, this is something you will go through. And it's about visibility. Um, I also believe that the sickness is something that's gained through a lot of different circumstances. So I also believe that I was letting go a lot of things because, like I said, the past 2 weeks were very heavy for me online because I've had a lot of hate comments under my posts. For example, someone called me the female Andrew Tate. And if you don't know Andrew Tate, he is someone that is very hard in his communication, especially about women. Um, but a lot of the time, I think he's right in some kind of way. But people are seeing him as someone that's very hard and hateful, ego driven. So it was not a compliment. Um, but also things like you're just a loser. Um, there could be landing a plane on your forehead. Um, it's just complete bullshit what you're saying. Please don't repro- sorry. Please, I'm going to look for it. Please do not reproduce. Please do not reproduce. It's hard to ex- um, to say it. So there were a lot of people with hates online, and that's a that's something that will happen to you if you become visible online, and especially if you're going international. Um, so I want to talk about that because it's important that you know that it's not about you, but it's about them. Everyone, every single person who answers or replies with something like this, it's just projection. It's a mirror of how they see the world, of how they see themselves, of how their inner world is being, how they are, who they are. And that's the cost of being visible, that people are projecting towards you. Um, there was also someone that, like I said, was telling me that what I was saying was complete bullshit, but he kept replying with 10 replies each time, and he was like, I looked into your profile, and I can tell now that you indeed are selling complete bullshit, but these are people that are just triggered by what you're saying. It has nothing to do with what you're actually saying. So, and to me, it was like, okay, what the fuck is happening? What the hell is this? What am I doing something wrong? Even though I know that I wasn't doing something wrong, because Every single thing that I say online is what I actually believe and what I stand for, always. And this is what your nervous system does. Your nervous system is going to want to protect you, costs what it costs. So, if you receive a lot of these hate comments, your nervous system at some point will tell you you are doing something wrong because this is not safe. It's not safe to receive these kind of messages. And for a moment, I was thinking like, am I being too hard? Am I going too far? Am I being too much? It doesn't last. It hasn't does. It didn't last long. But I just want to tell you that it's normal if you feel things like this, because it's your nervous system that wants to keep you safe, wants to once again make you smaller and don't speak up anymore. And if you had a hard time during your um, teenage years, for me, I was bullied. I was bullied very hard. They called me names across the playing ground, and they screamed it to me so that everyone could hear me, so that everyone could hear it. They pushed me down the stairs. They were like gripping my feet so that I would fall on the stairs. And my nervous system is reacting the same to these comments when I receive these comments. So I am I am getting I don't know how you say it. My head is still recovering. um, I'm challenged. That's the word. I am being challenged to keep standing where I stand and to not let these comments define where I need to go or what I need to do or who I am or you name it. And there are two types of doubt. So I was doubting myself a little because of what the reaction of my nervous system. And the trick is to accept that your body does this and that you don't have to believe it to be true. So you can just accept that your body wants you to be safe. That's a very beautiful thing of your body, you know. But you don't have to go with it. You don't have to follow what it says. So I said to myself, thank you for keeping me safe. But I am safe. I am safe right now, with or without these comments. I am telling my truth. So I want to keep doing this. I will keep doing this. But I want you to know that we are safe. And this is step by step how you reprogram your nervous system in something that was in the past not safe, but now is. Because what is actually going to happen when someone sends you hate messages? There's nothing going to happen. Especially if you understand that it is just projection, that it's just a mirror of how they see everything. And sometimes it can be true that you are not, you are communicating without respect, but if you question that, if you just ask yourself the question of, am I being respectful enough? Only you asking yourself this question is proof of how respectful you are. Because someone that doesn't respect other people is not going to ask themselves these questions. So it was everything that I say right now has happened in like 15 minutes, But it was there, and it's normal. It's normal that your body does this. But please don't keep yourself in this circle. Because you only have a certain amount of I can again not find the word. You only have a certain amount of responsibility when you are creating content. And the responsibility that you carry is, was your intention good? And are you being respectful? If the answer to these two questions is yes, the rest is not your responsibility. How people receive your message isn't your responsibility, as long as you tell it in a way that you truly believe what you are saying with respect, without being personal. So, visibility doesn't mean only the likes, the beautiful DMs, the nice things they say, the people who are telling you that you changed their life. Visibility also means that people are being triggered by what you're saying, by who you are. If you are truly yourself, if you are truly naming your deepest truth, there will be people who are triggered always. Because these people are experiencing your existence as a mirror of something that they maybe don't even dare to do themselves. Maybe they don't dare to stand for their truth, for how they think, for how they actually feel. And maybe if you do that, you will just be mirroring what they could not. And that's why they sometimes become very angry. Or you say things that they feel deep inside are true, but if they do believe it, their whole worldview falls into pieces. It destroys how they until now have seen the world, and it's a crisis, if someone sees things in a way that they never have seen it before. It's like everything is destroyed. And it can be hard sometimes because I understand, I can understand why some people are reacting this way, because it's scary sometimes if someone says something to you that you know is to be true in your deepest world, in your heart. It can be scary, to be honest, about this, because it means that everything will be different if you believe it. And you cannot build anymore on how you were building. You need to build something else from scratch. And that's a scary thing. So I understand why people sometimes react this way. It's still their responsibility to be respectful, but I can understand that the fear takes over sometimes. But most people, as I said, are not reacting to what you're saying. They are reacting to the thing that is most touched inside themselves because of what you represent, because of what you are saying. And again, being a mirror. But it's not your problem to solve. It's their problem. So if something like this happens, just keep posting because it's a real thing, you know. I see a lot of people struggling, maybe not struggling, but getting these replies and messages from people that are very hard. So just know that it's normal. Know that you are doing a good thing. If you don't have offended someone by noon, your marketing isn't good enough. So if you also feel that you want to become more visible, but if you're afraid for what people will say or or will think, is this what you're going to get through or what you will receive? And it's not a punishment. It's proof that you're saying something real, that you're saying something truthful. I also want to say something because I had a conversation. It's completely of the blue. It's something else right now. Okay, so I was talking to my client, and she was like, I was. She told me a story. I was walking in the park in the forest with my dog, and I was just being open to receive. I was open um, to receive more money, and I was literally saying with a smile, with my chest forward, I am open to receive money. I am grateful that I get to receive money. My fear of money is gone because money only moves me forward. It does good things. And a little while later, she got a notification from her bank app and she received money without an announcement. Out of the nowhere, out of the blue. And she wasn't expecting it. And she received it with open arms. And this is what happens if you do subconscious work, if you reprogram your mind, just like the visibility, if you can reprogram your subconscious mind into something that is more convenient for yourself, things will happen to shift very quickly. You can do this with everything. You can do this with visibility so that you don't care what people say because I don't care, right? I really fucking don't care what they say. It was like a split second that my nervous system was like, is this okay? So I needed to remind myself that it's okay. But you can reprogram your subconscious mind around everything about visibility, about money, about you name it. So anything you want. And I wanted to tell you this because it's sometimes it still blows my mind how quick things can go because she's only 1 month in my program and things are shifting so quickly for her. With that being said, if you are a content creator, if you are posting things online, you should ask yourself one question if before you post something so that you cannot doubt yourself and say things you don't mean, or because it can happen that you say things that you don't actually stand for. And that's okay, but I want you to be aware of it. So ask yourself this question if you want to post something. This is the question. Do I say this because I believe it? Or do I say this because I want approval? And if you are saying things out of the first thing, out of that you are believing this, go through with it. All the other things, all the replies is just noise. All the other things are blurriness. So be prepared and reprogram yourself. It really does some great things. So this was the podcast. This was the podcast. I want to tell you also that you are amazing and thank you for listening. And please do not ever let someone stop you because of their projection, because of their fears, because of their limiting beliefs. Because the people who are talking to you this way are never ever ever people that you want to become. You should be looking to it. You should be aware of that. Ask yourself this. The people, the person who is saying this to me, is it someone that I would swap lives with? And the answer always is no. That's how you know if you need to take the advice, if you need to take the reply, yes or no. But you will see it's always projection. It's always someone's life you don't want in the first place. So again, you are amazing. Please keep doing what you do. Please go for it. Please start reaching for the stars. It's a little bit ooh what I'm saying now, but please do you. Please, please, please. The world needs your voice. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you at the next round. Bye bye.